Good morning. It's Katie Lebeds from Learning to Lean, a day in the life of a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. Today, I am doing some work in the office and I have some calls this afternoon, but I'm also preparing for a session tomorrow at NWTC for Lean for Leaders. So we have a group of different companies from the region, the Green Bay region, that will be coming in tomorrow to get an introduction to lean and continuous improvement. And as I was preparing for our session tomorrow, I was reflecting on the results that we've seen by implementing and embracing and adopting lean and continuous improvement within organizations. And it's not all about the money, right? It is about culture too, but I did want to share a few things with you. I thought were some interesting statistics, of course. So, hard and soft savings. So, we're looking at, for some companies, $4 million a year in savings from their manufacturing sites in the US and in Mexico. $1 million in savings for a company within their IT organization. So that was $1 million a year. We are looking at another organization that had $500,000 a year in savings per plant, and they have 6 plants. And that was simply because we did a Kaizen event and some training, and they implemented 5S in an area to do changeovers. Changeover time for another organization went from 18 minutes down to 6 minutes, and we know that time is money. We had customer order acknowledgement for another customer went from 8 days to 4 hours. We had a SOX compliance report that went from 19 hours to less than a minute. If you know anything about SOX, you also know that it's very important that we have validation with that. And when we were doing it manually, we didn't have that validation. And of course, when you automate it, you were able to prove that the data was correct. I had another organization that we did a Kaizen event for and some training. They went from 60% labor efficiency to 100% labor efficiency. We had a manual paper receiving process that we were able to automate and use systems for it, so no longer paper receiving. Eliminated 6 hours per day of manual reporting and data entry. That's completely gone. Everything is automated now. 100% on-time startup for an organization. Previously, they had a delay in startup by about 90 minutes because they were waiting for the supervisor to get to that particular area, and that supervisor had 6 areas that he was responsible for. So by implementing some process changes in a Kanban board, they are able to start their day on time every day. $150,000 of initial savings from a Kaizen event and an additional $100,000 a year in savings from updating routes and from process improvements. And as I mentioned, it's also cultural transformations, creating cultures of problem preventers and problem solvers, increased employee retention and employee net promoter score, and of course, increased customer satisfaction and customer net promoter score. So all of these things are absolutely fantastic reasons why you should look at implementing lean and continuous improvement within your organization. Now, again, like I mentioned before, it is a cultural change. So lean fails when it's treated like a project instead of like a cultural transformation. So if you are ready for a cultural transformation or you know that you need to make one and you need some help, please contact us today and we'd be more than happy to help you with that. Thanks and have a great day.